Winning the lottery can dramatically alter people's lives, offering a world of possibilities and luxuries that couldn't have been accessed before. But while it's a dream come true for some, the lottery can often affect family relationships in unexpected ways. Join us as we dive into the stories of lottery winners whose newfound wealth led to strained or severed family ties, showcasing the complex and sometimes challenging dynamics that can arise after a sudden financial win. The Nova Scotia dispute. The case of a $1.2 million lottery win in Margrave Forks, Nova Scotia, serves as a striking example of how sudden wealth can lead to unexpected and complex disputes within families. Barb Reddick and her nephew Tyrone McGinnis won the substantial Chase the Ace jackpot, initially a cause for celebration. However, the distribution of the winnings, split into two checks of $600,000 each, quickly soured the mood and led to a family conflict. The dispute began immediately after the prize distribution. Reddick claimed she'd purchased the ticket and included her nephew's name only for luck, not to share the jackpot. She insisted there was no agreement to split the Chase the Ace winnings, only the smaller consolation prize. This stance directly contradicted the organizers' decision to issue separate checks, as both names were on the winning ticket. Reddick was determined to assert her sole ownership of the ticket through legal action. The complication arose because both names were on the ticket, but McGinnis's phone number was listed as the contact. This detail added complexity to the dispute, raising questions about the original intent behind the ticket purchase and the understanding of any agreement between Reddick and McGinnis. The dispute attracted significant public attention, with varied reactions from the community. Some sympathized with either Reddick or McGinnis, while others criticized the fallout over the winnings. Once united in celebration, the family departed the event in separate vehicles, a clear sign of the deep rift that had developed. The story concluded with Reddick and McGinnis reaching a settlement after mediation. McGinnis received $350,000, and Reddick's total winnings exceeded $800,000. This agreement was reached following a decision by a Nova Scotia Supreme Court justice to freeze McGinnis's share of the winnings and propose mediation. Both parties expressed their satisfaction with the settlement, which was mutually agreed upon to avoid further court proceedings and to conclude the matter. Despite this resolution, the long-term status of their relationship remained unclear, as they left the courthouse separately, each going in a different direction. The case of Mike Mirsky. The story of Mike Mirsky's lottery win and subsequent family fallout provides a compelling look into the complexities that can arise after a sudden financial success. Mike Mirsky's life underwent a dramatic change when he won a lottery jackpot of $273 million. This significant event occurred after a 15-year marriage, during which Mirsky was largely unemployed and financially dependent on his wife, Eileen. The couple divorced 5 months before Mirsky's lottery win, with the court ordering Eileen to pay him alimony. The lottery win sparked discussions about whether Eileen was entitled to a share of Mirsky's lottery money. This debate was fueled by the fact that she'd been the primary financial provider during their marriage, and that the lottery win happened shortly after their divorce. In an interview, Eileen stated that she did not want any part of Mirsky's lottery winnings. Considering Mirsky's new financial status, her main concern was ending the alimony payments. Legally, as the lottery ticket was bought after their divorce with Mirsky's own money, it was deemed his personal property. Therefore, Eileen had no legal right to the winnings. The public had mixed reactions to this case. Some people empathized with Eileen, given her financial contributions during the marriage. Others debated the moral aspects of claiming a share of the lottery winnings in such situations. Eileen's decision not to pursue any of Mirsky's winnings was seen as a principled stand. Mirsky himself showed no interest in rekindling their relationship, indicating that the lottery win did not change his feelings about their divorce. The fact that Mirsky proposed to Eileen in the same store where he later bought the winning lottery ticket adds an intriguing layer to their story. Despite Mirsky's newfound wealth, both he and Eileen appeared ready to continue their lives separately, each dealing with the surprising turns their paths had taken after the lottery win. Bob and Frances Cheney. In 1998, Bob and Frances Cheney's lives transformed overnight. the California couple hit a staggering $141 million jackpot in the Mega Millions lottery, a success that promised to change their lives for the better. The Cheneys, like many lottery winners, were initially overjoyed, envisioning a future filled with comfort, generosity, and financial security. The celebration was short-lived, however, as the massive win soon became a source of contention within their family. The Cheneys, who had lived a modest life prior to their win, were suddenly thrust into the limelight, not just as millionaires, but as the center of a family dispute that would mar their success. The joy of winning was quickly overshadowed by familial friction. The heart of the dispute lay in a lawsuit filed by Frances's daughter. She claimed that her mother and stepfather had promised to share their newfound wealth with her. The daughter's lawsuit alleged that Bob and Frances Cheney had failed to uphold their promise of sharing the lottery winnings, leading to a bitter legal battle that strained family ties. This case highlights the complex dynamics that can emerge when large sums of money are involved, particularly within families. The legal implications of such promises can lead to protracted and painful disputes, whether made in earnest or in the heat of the moment. The public reaction to the Cheney family feud was mixed. While some sympathized with the daughter's sense of betrayal, others saw it as an opportunistic move to claim a share of the lottery win. The case served as a cautionary tale about the unforeseen consequences of sudden wealth on personal relationships. The impact on the Cheney family was profound. What should have been a blessing turned into a source of division, highlighting how money can complicate relationships and promises. The legal battle not only strained the family's internal dynamics, but also brought unwanted public scrutiny. The tormented couple. A young couple, both 24, experienced a life-changing moment when they won the lottery. Initially, they played the lottery monthly for fun, never expecting to win big. Their windfall allowed them to clear their debts, including home mortgage, student loans, and car loans, leaving them with about $5 million. With the husband's background in the financial sector, they were determined not to fall into the statistic of 70% of lottery winners who go broke. They made a calculated decision to invest $3 million in mutual funds, real estate investment trust, and stocks. The remaining $2 million was used to purchase an apartment complex worth $5 million, ensuring a steady income and a secure financial future. However, this financial management was met with unexpected hostility from their families. The man's revelation of their win and plans for the money led to demands for extravagant family vacations, debt payments, and more. When he explained that $5 million wasn't sufficient to give away, the family's reaction was one of anger and exclusion. Quote, "They said I wasn't welcomed in this family and that I should never talk to them again. I think I'm in the right because I'm doing what's best for me and my wife. So do you think I'm the asshole?" Unquote. They told him he was no longer welcome in the family. This scenario opened up a broader discussion on the entitlement mentality and the notion that family members automatically deserve a share of personal winnings. The couple's story garnered over 800 comments, with many sympathizing with their situation and condemning the family's entitled attitude. Quote, "You're no longer welcome in the family because you didn't give them your money? The entitlement is nauseating," unquote, said one commentator among many. One significant piece of advice emerged from this story. The first rule of winning the lottery is to keep it a secret. Many shared stories of how disclosing winnings led to similar demands and expectations from family and friends, often resulting in strained relationships and financial loss. Jeffrey Dampier, Illinois, USA. A tragic end to a lottery dream. Jeffrey Dampier's life took a dramatic turn in 1996 when he won $20 million in the Illinois lottery. This windfall was a significant change for Dampier, who had been living a relatively ordinary life up to that point. The lottery win seemed like a blessing, offering him and his family financial security and the opportunity to fulfill their dreams. The initial phase following Dampier's win was filled with joy and celebration. He generously shared his fortune with family members, buying houses, cars, and providing financial support. However, this period of happiness was short-lived. Tensions began to surface within the family, particularly with his sister-in-law Victoria Jackson and her boyfriend Nathaniel Jackson. The relationship, initially harmonious, deteriorated over time, leading to a tragic outcome. The dispute within the family escalated to a horrifying climax in 2005. Dampier was kidnapped and later lost his life at the hands of Victoria Jackson and Nathaniel Jackson. The motive behind this heinous act was to steal his lottery winnings. This shocking incident led to a high-profile case, drawing attention to the darker side of lottery wins and the greed it can incite. The legal proceedings that followed resulted in both Victoria and Nathaniel Jackson being convicted and sentenced for their crimes. The public reaction to Dampier's cruel death was one of shock and disbelief. The story of a lottery winner being removed by his own family members for his fortune was a grim reminder of the potential perils of sudden wealth. It sparked discussions about the impact of large sums of money on personal relationships and the destructive nature of greed. The impact on Dampier's family was devastating. This heinous event tore the family apart, leaving them to grapple with the loss of a loved one and the betrayal by family members. The case also raised questions about the responsibility of lottery winners to manage their newfound wealth and the importance of being cautious about whom they trust. His execution by family members driven by greed highlights the complex dynamics that can emerge when large sums of money are involved. E.B. Ronchioli, Ontario, Canada. A lottery win turns fatal. In 1991, E.B. Ronchioli's life changed dramatically when she won $5 million in the lottery. Residing in Ontario, Canada, E.B. and her husband, Joseph Ronchioli, a gynecologist, seemed to have a life many could only dream of. The lottery win promised a future filled with luxury and financial freedom. The initial euphoria of the win brought joy and excitement to the Ronchioli family. They indulged in the comforts and privileges that the money could afford. However, this period of bliss was not to last. Over time, a dark secret emerged that would shatter their seemingly idyllic life. Joseph discovered that E.B. had been secretly giving away large portions of their lottery fortune to her children from a previous marriage. The revelation of E.B.'s financial actions led to a severe and fatal marital dispute. In 2003, in a shocking turn of events, Joseph poisoned E.B., leading to her untimely death. The case quickly garnered media attention, highlighting the destructive power of deceit and betrayal. Joseph was arrested and charged with his wife's death. During the trial, the details of the couple's turbulent relationship and E.B.'s secret financial dealings came to light, painting a picture of a marriage fraught with mistrust and hidden resentments. The public was captivated and appalled by the Ronchioli saga. The story of a lottery winner being poisoned by her own husband over financial disputes was both tragic and sensational. It sparked widespread discussions about the impact of sudden wealth on relationships and the dark underbelly of greed and jealousy. For the Ronchioli family, the impact was devastating. This event exposed the deep fractures within the family and the destructive consequences of hidden secrets and lies. The children, particularly those from E.B.'s previous marriage, were left to grapple with the loss of their mother and the shocking actions of their stepfather. The Ronchioli case remains a cautionary tale about the unforeseen and often tragic consequences that can arise from lottery wins. Arnhem Ramdas wins lottery, leaves wife. In April 2005, Donna Campbell and Arnhem Ramdas vowed to stay together till death do us part. However, their marital bliss took an unexpected turn when Ramdas, along with 16 other American airline mechanics at Miami International Airport, won a staggering $19 million lottery jackpot. This windfall, rather than bringing joy and prosperity to the couple, marked the beginning of a tumultuous period that would drastically alter their lives. Initially, one might expect such a significant lottery win to bring happiness and financial security. However, for Donna, the reality was starkly different. In the summer of 2007, after Ramdas won the jackpot, he began to act suspiciously. He disconnected the home phone and the TV, effectively cutting off all communication and leaving Donna in the dark about his newfound fortune. Donna's discovery of the lottery win came through a simple Google search of her husband's name, revealing the truth he had concealed. The winnings, however, were paid to his daughter from a previous marriage, a move Donna describes as devious. This revelation led to a legal battle, with Donna seeking her share of the winnings. The case was initially dismissed in civil court, deemed a family matter, and subsequently moved to divorce court. Despite these efforts, Ramdas remained elusive, avoiding service and leaving Donna without recourse. The story of Donna Campbell and Arnhem Ramdas captured public attention, highlighting the darker side of lottery wins. It's a tale that challenges the common narrative of lottery success, bringing rampant joy. Instead, it showcases how such a win can lead to deceit, betrayal, and the disintegration of a family unit. For Donna, the situation resulted in not just the loss of her marriage, but also financial instability, as evidenced by the foreclosure of their Miramar home and her subsequent eviction. The public reaction was one of sympathy for her plight and disbelief at the extent of Ramdas's deception. Willie Hurt, Michigan, USA. In 1989, the life of Willie Hurt, a resident of Michigan, took a dramatic turn when he won a staggering $3.1 million in the Michigan lottery. This windfall, which should have been a cause for celebration and a pathway to a better life, instead marked the beginning of a tragic downfall. Initially, Hurt's lottery win was met with joy and excitement. Friends and family celebrated his good fortune, envisioning a future filled with prosperity and happiness. However, this euphoria was short-lived. Within a span of just 2 years, Hurt's life spiraled out of control, leading to personal and familial turmoil. The rapid decline began with Hurt's marriage falling apart. The immense wealth led to increased tensions and disagreements within his family. His marriage could not withstand the pressure and eventually ended in divorce. But the troubles didn't stop there. Hurt's fortune rapidly diminished due to a combination of poor financial management, substance abuse, and a lifestyle that quickly drained his winnings. The most shocking turn of events was his involvement in a crime that led to him being charged with homicide. This incident not only marked a complete personal downfall, but also brought legal implications that further complicated his already troubled life. The public reaction to Hurt's story was one of shock and disbelief. Here was a man who had everything one could wish for, yet ended up losing it all in a manner that seemed almost inconceivable. His story became a cautionary tale about the potential pitfalls of sudden wealth and the importance of responsible financial management. For Hurt's family, the impact was devastating. The divorce and subsequent legal troubles fractured family relationships, leaving a once close unit in disarray. The situation highlighted how financial windfalls, often seen as blessings, can sometimes bring unforeseen challenges that test the strength and resilience of family bonds. The stories of these lottery winners, from the Nova Scotia dispute to Willie Hurt's tragic downfall, paint a vivid picture of the unforeseen consequences that can accompany sudden wealth. While the initial joy of winning the lottery is universal, the subsequent impact on family dynamics and personal relationships is varied and often complex. These cases range from legal battles over rightful ownership, as seen in the Reddick-McGinnis dispute, to the heartbreaking tale of Jeffrey Dampier's homicide by family members driven by greed. These stories are a warning about the real impact of sudden wealth. It's not just about having more money, but also about how it can change your life and relationships in ways you might not expect.